Hey, all you cool busters and bustettes. I'm your host, Ghostbuster Joe, and this is episode 40 of Ghost Head Talk Podcasts. And now introducing to the mic, my co host, Laura.
Good evening, everyone. How y'all doing? Hope you're having a great week. And now for the second half of our
Oh, wait,
Ghostbuster comic book.
we got breaking news. Breaking news I just got in my ear from the producer. On Ghostbuster Day, we will be getting what we think right now is another trailer. What do you think about that, Laura?
Well, I am not too surprised at all. I mean, I had a feeling that somewhere between the Memorial Day holiday on 4th of July and the Labor Day holiday that we will be getting a new trailer, and it looks like it's going to happen now. The official trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife. So we'll see what happens on June 8th.
Yeah, it's coming up soon. Next Tuesday. So if we get anything cool, guys, you'll see it from Laura and I. Now back to the top story. Comic books. Let's go, Laura.
Thanks. All right, now as we left off, around the 1990s when the Ghostbuster phenomenon basically died out, any chances for Ghostbuster comic books was not a possibility. However, there was a small series that was released in the 90s, and now we are getting into the newer comic books. I mean, there was a little bit of a revival when the 1997 animated series Extreme Ghostbusters was released, but not too much to kick off a full revival. However, sometime around the early 2000s, when the first and the second movies were released for the first time onto DVD disc, a small popularity grew again, and the IDW comic series released a whole new series somewhere between the beginning of the new millennia and the early 2010s. We saw revivals of Ghostbuster comics after years and years of not being able to use their likeness. Fans got to see the film on-camera Ghostbusters in comic book series, which is very awesome. So we got to see the likeness of Venkman, Ray, Spangler, and Winston, how they looked in the movies rather than how they looked on the animated series. For a while, there were a couple of storylines, how they intertwined the Ghostbuster universes in several series, how they had the Ghostbusters along with the characters from Extreme Ghostbusters in the comic series, and also adding new characters, including a woman named Jenny, who was a potential love interest for Ray.
Interesting.
And of course, we all know in 2014, with the death of Harold Ramis and the 30th anniversary of the first Ghostbusters movie, which was Extreme Bittersweet, we saw yet another revival. I mean, artists and fans from all over the world did their own artwork tribute that was later released in comic series. Still the universe of the film Ghostbusters with the Extreme Ghostbuster characters. However, within time, we saw yet another different variation. We have all these different series of the film Ghostbusters meeting another series of Ghostbusters in the cross universe with the real Ghostbusters animated series. We had another one of the female Ghostbusters from 2016 meeting that team of Ghostbusters. And then we had another series with all the groups of Ghostbusters fighting together. We had the Extreme Ghostbuster team, the Real Ghostbusters, Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters team, the film Ghostbusters, and the Extreme Ghostbuster characters all gathered together in one series of comics. And we also saw Ghostbuster crossovers with two other very popular 80s pop culture animated cartoon franchise, which were Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Both the Ninja Turtles and the Ghostbusters were created the same year, 1984. And I got all the series for the comics. I had them in a bin under my bed in a one of those arts and crafts bin, and they're in great condition. And I love them. I love them all. I highly recommend all of them, all you fans out there, to get these series. Unfortunately, now it doesn't look like IDW will be releasing anything new into the future, which is kind of heartbreaking for all us people who love picking up comic books. I mean, who doesn't love going into a comic book shop and picking up a comic book and holding it and looking at the pages, reading them? I mean, call me old school, but I love picking up and reading a comic book, a magazine, a regular book. However, now with Ghostbusters Afterlife coming out this year, I am so hoping that IDW or another comic entertainment company comes out with a new series of comic books, this time with the characters from Ghostbusters Afterlife with the original Ghostbuster characters. So I'm looking forward to that, definitely.
I wouldn't be surprised if they release one like a few months after the movie and have like Phoebe and Trevor. I want to say they make like a side story with after the movie. Like they have like Trevor and Phoebe. They go on a mission to find something, so they take their story connects to the firehouse, or they take a trip back to New York because their mom says, "Oh, it's summertime, kids. Let's take a road trip, and we're going to New York." So in the story, they have to go back to New York because they have to bring Peter, the Ecto, or they have to bring somebody something. But I'm trying to think what else we could talk about. Let's continue on this topic.
Well, I am really hoping that in this trailer we get to see the original cast too. That's another thing I'm looking forward to.
There's one thing I keep hearing from people, and it's people that are not even in the community that I live by in my area. They keep saying that they think that this trailer is just going to show you the subtle things in the movie, not the guys, so that you get like the subtle things. Like you're not going to see the guys, you're probably just going to hear Peter Venkman say something.
I see that, yeah. We'll probably hear their voices, but not see their faces.
Yeah, you'll probably hear Peter go.
So,
but maybe hear Peter say, "It's been a while," and there we go. Yes, it has. And then he goes black. That's when at the end of the trailer, you're gonna hear Ray go, "Wow, Peter, it's been a while since I've seen you, brother." Yes, it's been a while. And then the trailer ends. That piano creepy goes.
We'll just have to see what Jason Reitman has up his sleeve for that day. Who knows? Maybe something too with his father, Ivan, who we all know was the director of the first two movies. So maybe both Jason and Ivan have something going on.
You never know. But you know what, fans? Let's save that for this Tuesday. So, Laura, send us off like you always do.
Well, good night, everyone. Hope you have a fantastic week. And to all you ghost heads out there, we're ready to believe you.
And just remember, us ghost heads have a lot to talk about. Good night, everybody.